I am no longer calling it an emergency fund. So I have recently funded my entire emergency savings account. I was feeling really good. I was like, oh my God, I'm so proud of myself. Like I've got 6 months in there. Anything happens, I've got 6 months worth of savings. But here's the thing. In my body of work, your nervous system is your wallet. If you are in a constant fight or flight scenario, you're not going to be able to hold money, let alone actually spend it in a reverent and responsible way. And so in the context of something being called an emergency fund, you can tell that now I had some sort of association to this money being required for an emergency. But I also know that I'm not interested in ever having my nervous system in a state of emergency. In fact, if unexpected things happen, I don't want to approach it from a place of reaction in a fight or flight response. I want all of my choices to come from a rested, grounded place and understand that my nervous system being clean and clear and ready to go is going to make the most accurate choice. So now I'm calling it a breathing fund, meaning that if there's a month where I'm like, you know what, I just want to pay off my credit card in full and my credit card's at 12 or 21%, I'm just going to pay it off because my high interest savings account is only going to earn me 0.5 to 1% anyway. It's not an emergency. That's something that I want to do. Because I was calling that account the emergency fund, I felt guilty for even thinking about using that money to pay off my credit card. Mind, logically, reasonably, it's fine to use that money because it's a waste of interest on my credit card. I sat with it. I put myself into a parasympathetic state, put myself into rest, approached it with a clean slate. My system is rested. I can look at this with some reason and some logic and back my desire to pay off my credit cards. And so I did. And I can actually breathe about it. See, an emergency fund requires you to be in a state of emergency to even accept that you're going to use that money. Shifting the frame into breathing fund, you understand that that money can be used. You don't get rigid about using the money and you don't force yourself into an emergency to have to be able to use it. You don't need an emergency state of being to be able to use your resources that you've cultivated. And that's why